Okay, we're going to try a quick video here. This is video number 3 in my short series. Might be a little bit more than 2 minutes. Talking about chuck tenons. So what I've got here is just a tenon that I turned on a scrap of wood. And the idea of a tenon is that tenon should be about the finished diameter of the jaws when they're fully closed. And the more that you make it closer to that size, the more grip you have around the entire circumference. So let's talk for a second about some things that I've seen people do frequently that are absolutely a problem. So one thing they might do is they might decide that they can get a better grip by making a wider tenon. So that's no good. You can see how big that gap is there. And what happens is you end up with only 4 spots touching, or 8 spots touching in the corners, and the entire middle of that arc is out of contact. The second thing they try to do, which I think is kind of not obvious, but I'll bring you in close for this for a second. Too close. Is they don't get that tenon to bottom out, or the jaws to seat against this, because they're bottomed out in the bottom of the chuck. The tenon is too deep. So when you make a tenon, it shouldn't have to be anywhere near the full thickness if you've made it the right size. So we'll take a quick second here and show you my method for making tenons. And obviously there's a number of ways that you can make another tenon. But my way of doing it is to use a spindle gouge. And I cut to the diameter first. And that is pretty close. I've been doing this for a while, so I've got that diameter by eye pretty darn right. And then I push straight across with the bevel being perpendicular to the workpiece. And then I can pull straight down that wall. And now what I've got is a well-formed tenon. And we'll bring you in real quick again at the end here, just to show you. You can see how that sits right up against the outside of the jaw. And then there's plenty of space at the bottom of that tenon down in here, and it's not bottomed out against the bottom of the chuck. If you need a bigger tenon, the answer is to use bigger jaws. But everything else is exactly the same. Hope that's helped. This is Steve. Lesson number 3 over.